and welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing very well today. If you are new here, my name is Natalie Jade. I post videos at least 3 times a week, usually more. I also have a vlogging channel if you want to check that one out too. But today I'm very excited for today's video. I am going to do more of a chill chat video. I feel like recently it's just been full on content and it's been a lot of it. So there's been the DC collection, I've done the Harley palette, the Joker palette, I've had the Batman palette, the Catwoman palette. I've done like so much content recently, including the new Beauty Bay collection, the Disney collection as well. So I feel like it's now time for a sit down chatty video, and I feel like I haven't actually chatted with you guys for a while, so we need a little catch up. I've got a lot to tell you. You guys have asked me some questions on Instagram too, so I'm going to be answering all of those, and we're just going to do a bit of an everyday makeup routine while answering questions. So I hope you all enjoy this video and let's get started. So I do have a bunch of questions from Instagram, so if you don't already follow me on my Instagram, make sure you do, because I have interactive content on there all the time. So we do polls, we do Q&As, all things like that, and a lot of it we do answer on here. So I'm just going to get started with the video because I feel like we've got quite a few questions and a lot to talk about. So I'm going to start off by going in with one of my new favourite primers from Revolution. This is the Revolution Super Matte Primer, and it's from the Real Love collection, which is like a cheaper and a really good collection. I really like it. So I'm going to start off by just applying this all over my face. So I'm going to start off with a really nice question actually, and this one really did make me smile because I thought they were going to be a bit gossipy and I thought we were going to just kind of have a bit of a gossip and a bit of like a Q&A, but the first question that I actually received was, how are you? And I thought, you know what, that's actually really nice that people are just asking how I am and like how I'm actually doing. But you know what, I'm actually doing really well at the moment. I'm literally pursuing my dream job. I'm working full-time as a social media influencer, which is my absolute world. It's my everything. I'm so happy. And we're now moving, and I think everything's just going well at the moment. So at the moment, I'm doing really well, thank you. So I really appreciate that question. That was a really nice one to kind of like just start the video off with. So the next one I've got is, how has your summer been this year so far? So my summer's actually gone quite well. I feel like summer has gone by literally like that. It's gone by so quickly. So just so you guys know, I'm using the Super Dewy Skin Tint. This is a tinted moisturiser and it's from Revolution. I'm using this in the shade medium today, but I usually go for either medium or light. Yeah, this summer I feel like has gone by so ridiculously fast. It's just been so crazy. I've really enjoyed it though, because it's been nice, because this summer is when I've kind of decided to go full-time in my job, and it's been really fun, and I feel like I've done a lot work-wise, but I don't feel like I've done a lot summer-wise. Plus with COVID as well, I feel like none of us feel like we've had a real summer, because none of us have really gone on holiday or done anything that special. But I did go to the Yorkshire Wildlife Park for a day. We've visited the new house a few times, which is really nice, and I actually spent some time with some of my friends, so like some of my college friends that I hadn't seen for the last year. It was really nice to spend some time with them, and I feel like I've just had a great time like online as well. Like I've grown my community online so much over the last like literally just over summer. I've grown it so much. It's been so lovely. So yeah, I've had a really good summer, thank you. It's been really nice. I'm using this buffing brush. This is the Angled Foundation Brush 222 from Real Techniques, and it's the glittery handled ones. I'm not sure what the collection's called, but I just know they've all got pink glittery handles. So the next question I've got was, when am I moving? So this was a big thing that I wanted to address in this video, because I don't think I've actually said at all on YouTube that we've actually bought a house now. Like, we've chosen the house, we're all happy with it, we're just waiting for the contract. So I'm just going to swap brushes because that's one good for blending out. And now I'm going to use, I think I'm going to use this one. This is the Instapop Face Brush from Real Techniques, which is the 202. It's a really nice, soft and fluffy one. Blends in really well. So yeah, I don't think I've actually talked or given you guys an update on the housing situation for so long. If you guys are new here and you have no idea what I'm on about, I have been doing this on my vlogging channel, kind of giving you guys updates. But we are planning to move house. We've been in the process of moving since I think like April, maybe May. It's been a while, and we decided we wanted to move, and we knew exactly where we wanted to move to. We just need to find a nice house, and we did some vlogs where we went around looking at different houses and just kind of looking around and seeing what there was. We found a few places we liked that we went to view, but we ended up falling in love with one place, and the housing situation is going to be me, my mum, my dad and my auntie, and we've all bought the house together, like conjoined. And it's gonna be really, really interesting because it's gonna be so different because we've never lived together as like the four of us before. She's got another dog, she's got a parrot, I've got 2 dogs and a bunch of other animals. So it's definitely going to be interesting, but it's going to be really, really nice to all be closer and to be together. And we're moving very, very far away. So the new house is, I think, 1 hour and 40 minutes away from this one. I could be wrong. So it's going to be a very, very big change. Doing as much content as I can regarding this. I'm going to bring it into all my videos. I've got about a week's worth of vlogs just for the moving vlog, so I'm very, very excited about those ones. I'm really, really excited. So the only thing that's holding us back at the moment, we've had all our searches, our checks, everything like that. We are just waiting for the contract to be drawn up. So because I'm going for more of a natural look today, I'm going in with my Collection Lasting Perfection Concealer in the shade 1, which is Fair, and I'm just applying some of this underneath my eyes. But the only thing we're waiting for is for the contracts to be finished and drawn up. It's a sale of 2 properties and we're buying 1, so that makes it a little bit more complicated. But stamp duty, like there's 2 stamp duties and the second one is now at the end of September. So we are trying to push to move before the end of September, but we'll just have to see how it goes, and I will keep you guys updated anyway. But we've rented a storage container, so over the new houses we've already moved a lot of our stuff over there. It's in storage. That's where my dad is actually today. He's putting some stuff in storage, and there's just all sorts of different things that has gone on that I just haven't had the chance to update you guys on. So I will do like a really big housey video soon, and I've got my housing vlogs hopefully coming before the end of this month. I think probably towards the end of the month I'm going to start uploading my moving vlogs, which is so excited. But I've been working on them and I'm very, very excited by it. So my next question was, will I be doing a meetup in Manchester, which is actually really interesting, a very exciting question. So the next meetup I'm going to be doing is in Social in the City, and that is in London in November, and I'm really, really excited about that because it'd be so nice to meet so many people, both content creators and viewers, and I'm really, really excited for that one. I don't currently have any meetups planned in Manchester, but I would definitely love to do this kind of thing in the future. I've wanted to go back to Manchester for a while, and the new house is actually a lot closer to Manchester than I am right now, so it'd be really, really nice. So the next one is, have you seen any good horror movies lately? All honesty, not really a horror movie kind of girl. This is the MUA powder, this is the translucent press powder. I actually got this one recently, and so far I'm impressed. And I'm using my 400 brush, which is the blush brush, to just kind of set all this so I look a little bit less oily. But yeah, I'm not really into horror movies just because, I don't know, they're kind of scary, aren't they? I think that's the whole point. But the last one that I watched was The Conjuring. I watched that for the first time. I shouldn't have really watched it before I went to bed, but yeah, I don't think it was that bad at all. But if you guys do have any suggestions of like horror movies or things like that you think I should watch, then drop them down below and I do little reviews on them, and I'll just kind of see how they go. So next is my Patricia Bright palette for my blush, and I'm just going to go in with my Real Techniques brushes again. So that kind of then links on to the next question we've got, which is, do I have any good Netflix recommendations? And you know what, I've actually got a few that I have been watching recently, and I do sometimes struggle to remember if things are on Netflix or Prime because I watch both. But I've started watching Cruel Summer, which has come out quite recently, I believe. I think it is a 2021 thing, and it is really, really good. I'm only like 3 episodes in, but it's the kind of thing that really, really captivates you. Like, it really gets you thinking like, what's going to happen next, what has happened. So I'm not going to go in with one of these unicorn brushes, and I'm just tapping into that bronze shade, and I'm just blending that into my forehead, and then any other areas that I kind of want to bronze it up a bit. So that one is one that I have been into recently, but as I said, I'm only like 3 episodes in. I've been watching Riverdale again because Riverdale's come back. I think I'm on series 5, episode 11 of Riverdale, I think, but I've been really, really into Riverdale. Just a really, really good one. I'm really excited about The Society though, because I watched that once and I'm watching it again for the 2nd time at the moment. That's also on Netflix, and I started watching it and I really enjoyed it. And then because of COVID, they were supposed to do a second series, but because of COVID they cancelled it, so they left everything so unanswered. And if you guys haven't seen The Society yet, it's basically about a group of kids who are going like on a school trip or something, and they get off in their school buses, and then next thing you know, the school buses have arrived back at the school and they haven't gone on the trip. There's no way you can leave the town, it's just endless forests, and everybody has gone, and it's like they've then got to kind of figure out what to do, because like what would you do in that situation? And I think those kind of things are so interesting. I love programs like that. And The 100, I really love The 100. I think that was on Prime though, but I'm actually looking for some new things to watch if I'm honest. I have been watching Spinning Out, which is quite good, but again, it's only got one series and there's only 10 episodes, so things like that really annoy me, because it's like if you get really into the characters, really into it, there's not a lot you can do because there's only one series and 10 episodes, which really isn't a lot. I actually rewatched Wild at Heart recently. I used to watch it when I was a kid with my mum. I'm just going in with this highlight. This is the Batman highlight from the new DC Revolution collection, which I'm actually completely obsessed with. I did like full videos on these, so I did the Batman palette, the Harley palette, Catwoman palette, all of them. I did all of them, and it was a really interesting video as well. But yeah, I'm going to use that one. I'm just apply this up here. It's such a gorgeously pigmented highlight. I'm like so obsessed with it. But it was just a TV program that I loved when I was growing up, and it's basically about a family who decide they're going to go on a holiday to Africa, and they go to this nice little resort and all this kind of thing, and then they end up staying and they end up living there, and like the dad ends up being like the vet for this kind of site, this like animal park, and it's so interesting, and it's just such a lovely program, and it does really get you on the edge of your seat sometimes too, so I really enjoy that one. So I'm just finishing my highlight off, and I'm probably going to go in with my eyes. So I've been using my Peely's base a lot recently, so I'm going to go in with my first ever original one that I used to use, and this is the Cut Crease Canvas by Revolution. I'm just applying some of this onto the back of my hand, and this is in the shade Illustrate, and you can tell how much I love this, that literally all the writing, everything's come off this bottle, I've used it that much. But that is the shade, it's about perfect for me. So I'm going to go in with one of my flat brushes, and I'm going to start to apply this. This is just a brush that I bought recently, and I brought it in a set, and they're so gorgeous. I'm just applying this to my lid as a base, and I'm not gonna lie, this is a really good one. Something that I found out recently as well, because sometimes Revolution release collections, but they release them at like midnight, so sometimes if I'm like just awake at midnight, I check Revolution's website to see if they've dropped anything. This guy found it really interesting, and last night they dropped some eye bases, just like Peely's ones, and they were coloured eye bases, and they did them in a set of 5 for £20, or individual ones for £5 each. The set of 5 were pastels, and the individual ones were like neon colours, which is really cool. But I would want the pastel ones, but you could only get the pastels in the set of 5, and I didn't want to spend £20 on them. And then this morning they'd taken them off the website, so I feel like last night they shouldn't have put them on the website. I feel like it was a mistake when they put them on, so I feel that's quite interesting actually, that they accidentally released them, I think. So there's my eye base, and I'm going really light with my eyeshadow stick, like I said. So I'm going to go in with my Morphe 18 Tea Truth or Bare palette, and this is what she looks like, some gorgeous shades in there. I'm just going to go for more of a nude and neutral look. So my next question, I feel like I keep forgetting I'm answering questions and go off on a bit of a tangent. So the next one is favourite facts about myself, which is, I don't really know that many facts about myself if I'm honest. I'd probably have to say that I'm very musical, and I don't really ever bring that side of me to the online and virtual world, but I'm very musical. So I've got a grade 5 in clarinet. I nearly did my grade 3 singing, but I just had too much going on at the time because I had like my GCSEs and all my exams. So I nearly did that. I've got my grade 5 music theory. I can play the saxophone. But yeah, I'm a very musical person. I used to be in a musical theatre group, which I absolutely adored. I'm really into musical arts. I love musicals, I love like theatre, I just love all those kind of things. And yeah, so one thing I used to want to be when I was younger, I used to want to be like in musical theatre and all the entertainment industry. So the next question is, what is my favourite ice cream and my favourite chocolate? Favourite ice cream has to be either a chocolate ice cream or like a berry one, like a raspberry, strawberry, blackberry kind of one. They're really good. Or like a melon, maybe like a watermelon ice cream, they're really nice. So my favourite chocolate has to be Cadbury's, but maybe like Cadbury's Whispers or Cadbury's Twirls maybe. If you could travel to any state, what would it be? I felt there's a lot of places that I'd love to travel. I've never been to Texas, and I felt that'd be really nice. I'd love to go to Washington because it's just Washington. There's so many different places. Like, I've always wanted to go to New York. Always wanted to go to, well, I want to go to Florida, but I've already been, but I'd love to go again. So many places I'd love to visit in America. What's the best thing you've ever done in life? I quit working at McDonald's this year, and I now run my own businesses. I'm a social media influencer, and I'm so happy. So yeah, definitely kind of just believing in myself and following what I wanted to do. So I've just been using that shade to kind of blend it in, to kind of just get a nice and natural nude look. I'm now going to go in with a lighter shade, and I'm just going to blend that on top to kind of give it more of a transition, so it's like a more blended look. I was going to say more blended blend, but that doesn't really make sense. So I'm just blending that out. And then I'm going to apply this shimmer here for a bit of inner corner highlight, which is a really, really pretty one. It's this one in the bottom left hand corner. I've bought so many things off Morphe recently because I've had sales, and it's like the Morphe brushes have been something like £1 or £2 for a Morphe brush, and I'm like, you cannot go wrong at that price for a Morphe brush. I think I got like a pack of 6, which was like £9. It really is so good. So I bought like so many different ones, and it said it'd take 2 to 4 days to be delivered, and they're finally coming today. I ordered them about 2.5 weeks ago, and they are finally coming today, so I'm very, very excited about that. I might have to like a full face of Morphe brushes and see how that goes, because I do have 2 Morphe brushes at the moment, and they are amazing, but they're the ones that I've got, so it'd be really nice to try some others. So that is now the final look. I just really enjoy these videos. I like to just sit down and just kind of chat with you guys and just kind of have a little bit of a catch up, just answer some of your questions. If you did enjoy this, do not forget to smash that thumbs up button for me. Leave me a lovely little comment down below. Maybe some of the questions you'd like me to answer in my next video, or just any other videos you'd like to see. But thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you all next time. Bye!